Good morning, everybody. You're all very welcome to our How to Be a World-Class Accountant. In fact, the subtitle was, and still is, No Matter Where You Are, because what we tried to do when we put this program together was identify the needs of accountants all over the world, really, and not just in the metropolitan areas such as London or Johannesburg or such places. It's really just all over the place. What is it that makes accountants world class? Okay, so what we're going to try and do today is cover off the two main things. First of all, we're going to have a little look at the market, the way the market's shaping up. And then as a result of that, we're going to look at the strategic direction of accounting firms so that we can see light at the end of the tunnel. We communicate these things to the people in our organization because, of course, if they know what we're trying to achieve, then you increase the chances of them helping you. So they're the first two things. We'll have a little look at the overview, and then as a result of that, we will focus on some of the strategic directions, which is the core of part one today. And in terms of the contents, the phrase strategic issues to face up to, I think it's the to face up to that's the most important bit there. And what we will discuss over the next hour or so and into part twos and beyond are some of the issues which, whether we like it or not, there's nothing we can do about it. And so we just are going to have to face up to them, get over it and deal with it, and rather than fight the tide, rather go with the tide and try and make it easier on our business for the longer term, rather than appeal to the, I guess, the idiosyncrasies of individuals who have got issues with what's happening and what's changing. I mean, a wonderful, for instance, of this is this social media that I know most of us are getting increasingly aware of. And, you know, you watch your children growing up at home, your grandchildren, and the teenagers and those in their early 20s, and some of us even older, are now spending more and more time communicating with their friends on Facebook or LinkedIn, depending on whether you're doing business or pleasure. And there's many, many more examples of this. And what, of course, is happening as we speak is that our people are coming to the firms, trainees, for example, joining the firm this year coming out of university. Well, I am now familiar, for example, with my own two children who are at university, or whilst they have email addresses, it would be completely passé to even think about emailing them if you wanted to actually get the message through. So, you know, they have been doing this for a number of years, and what's undoubtedly happening is that they will not change the way they communicate with their friends, what will become their clients, and vice versa, just because they start working within an accounting firm or start running their own business and such like. So that's a very strong, for instance, we are going to have to face up to the fact that emails, having just got through the idea of how to handle them, is going to go out the other side, and they will become passé. And that will have an impact on our business and the way we communicate with our clients. Twitter and LinkedIn are already becoming, I would say they're very popular right now, but we at 2020 are receiving Twitters and LinkedIn messages from various sources instead of emails. So we're having to face up to that and deal with it, and I think it's going to be a major change. And that's one example of many strategic issues that we're going to have to face up to. The next area, which is probably going to focus on part two, would be the marketing of our businesses for what we call sustainable growth, i.e. appreciating that it's all very good having a one-off hit, and it's great to take the one-off hit, but what is it that our clients have always wanted, will always want, and how do we adapt our marketing so that we satisfy an unsatisfied market, if I can be so bold, satisfy an unsatisfied market uniquely well. Then the third area, which we definitely will cover today, is some of the areas of practice management and lastly benchmarking.